Hello everyone and welcome to another Final Fantasy video. I've got a lot to talk to you guys today, so welcome in and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name's Brian. If you're returning, my name's Sam. Anyway, I'm just being ridiculous. Hello everyone. We've got a lot to cover because we now have some schedules and some windows for Final Fantasy XIV and the Xbox platform. There's a lot I want to break down for you, kind of demystify some release dates, what you can start to expect as this year rolls out, and that's the goal of this video. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, sound off in the comments below. I'm here to hopefully help ease you into the world of Final Fantasy XIV. But let's break it down. Square Enix has announced that mid-January through February is going to be the open beta for the Xbox platform. Now that's going to start to put us around January the 16th. That seems like the most logical date to hit that mid-January. The reason why they didn't announce that as a part of this announcement is they're either saving that for Tokyo's Fan Fest this Friday, which we'll be live streaming that as well. And if you guys are curious, be sure to hang out and check out the upcoming live streams. You're not going to miss it. We're going to be streaming this event everywhere. And excuse my voice, I'm fighting a cold. It is the season for fighting colds in this case. But anyway, so January the 16th through February is when we're going to finally be able to step into the world of Final Fantasy XIV on the Xbox. This has been a passion project, a mission of mine for the last 10 plus years, and to see this finally come to fruition, to finally step into this game on an Xbox Series X and S is truly something that I'm not going to miss. Now, for those of you who've been following my content for any period of time, I retired from Final Fantasy XIV last October, over a year plus ago. So you think October 2022, and I'm continuing on that plan with the exception that I will be stepping into the Xbox beta because I am working on losing over 100 pounds, and last year I lost over 50 pounds. So we're well on our way. But the overall goal before I step back into Final Fantasy XIV in any serious way is to get my health and family life in balance and in check, so that way I can continue to be a good dad and be a gamer for hopefully many, many more decades, God willing. Anyway, when we're talking about the release schedule, in this case mid-January to February, here's a couple things I want to start to just give you some education on the history of Final Fantasy and when the game might come to a specific console. Both for the PS4 and the PS5, we've seen them do an open beta followed by the release of the base game. But there could be a little bit of a caveat here. I do think March is the most likely release for for Final Fantasy XIV on Xbox. However, if they do decide to wait till Dawn Trail so that you just buy it as one complete game, that ends up, in my mind, that's a long gap. That's a massive long gap. And I think ultimately getting Xbox players involved pre-expansion hype, excuse my voice once again, that's going to be something that is very valuable for both the community, but also for streaming and content creation. I continue to encourage people that they should, if they are interested in content creation, you should stream this game and to people who want to watch. There's so much really good stuff in the story and in the world of Final Fantasy XIV that people really want to see your tears. Let's just not beat around the bush. Anyway, if they do decide to delay till June, that's going to be just a real long gap. But that's why I feel like from its history, when they did an open beta to when they fully released the game on a new console, it usually was shortly after the beta had concluded, not that long after, a couple of weeks, maybe a month, and then the full release happened. I'm hoping that we see that follow up as well in this case. Now, like I said, FanFest is kicking off this Friday. 6 p.m. is when we're going to do our show. Chris and I are going to live stream it. We're going to live stream this everywhere. So if you want to watch here on Ginger Prime or on Work to Game or on Work to Game Twitch or on X, all of that is set up and ready to go. Links should all be in the description. If you guys want to follow on other platforms, that's really up to you. If you guys want to help me out as a stand-up comedian, I am working on my Instagram. That's a huge networking tool for stand-up comedians, and the link's also in the description if you can go give me a follow over there. We're coming up on 300 followers on Instagram, so I'm really excited about that. Also, here on the channel, controller guides have actually been updated. I had all my control, like most of them, over on Ginger Prime Comedy, because I have pivoted that channel to focus in on my stand-up and for the new comedy podcast that we launched at the end of last year. And I'm really excited. It's such a great show. But Obviously, the theme doesn't necessarily match what that channel is now. So you'll go, if you go look at the homepage here today or the controller guide section, you'll see that those controller guides have moved their way off of Ginger Prime Comedy and on to Ginger Prime Gaming. And that is going to hopefully help a lot of people more easily find the information that they need when they're figuring out how to play this game and whether they want to play it on a controller. Now, we do think that the Xbox will obviously support keyboard and mouse because PlayStation does, and Xbox has gone down that route. Thankfully, all the barriers for entry have been removed, and it is finally happening after 10 plus long years. Guys, as always, if you have questions, if you need any help, let me know. I'm always here for you. If you feel like these videos earn it, like, sub, share, comment below, all the good YouTube stuff to help this video out in the algorithm. Otherwise, I'll just see you guys when I see you guys. Thanks so much for being here. Hopefully you have a wonderful and fantastic new year, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. But until then, take care.